Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a cost of living in Nova Scotia, Canada for you guys. I'm going to break it down for the beautiful Halifax, what it costs to live, what it costs for an apartment, what it costs for a home, and also what is the food prices is like right now in 2021. If you're planning to move here or you're just planning to come here for studies, I'm just giving you an example on what you should know on what the cost of living is like here in Nova Scotia in 2021. So for a home, an average before, like a size house like that, you'd be paying 400,000. Now since the pandemic, you're looking up to 500,000, and to rent homes are even a lot more expensive in the last. So renting an apartment right now in Nova Scotia, say for instance a 2 bedroom, you're looking from anywhere to from 1,200 to 1,800 to get in a small bedroom apartment. Say this house is only a very small family home, it's 350,000, and it's not a really done up outside or no big curve appeal or anything like that. The inside is beautifully done, but before the pandemic you probably could pay 250,000 for this house, but right now just by redoing everything inside this home, she probably going to get way more than the 350,000 because the house market is very tight here in Nova Scotia. In the last year, the houses are selling very fast, and as a for rent, it's gone to the roof, as I said before. So a home that you would be renting before for like 2,000, it's now $3,300, and there's nothing you can do. You just gotta rent because there's not a lot on the market to rent. So this home right here is renting for $3,300, and that's a lot of money. So even though in Nova Scotia it seems like you're working so much money, but the bills are so high that as soon as you make the money's gone right out the window. This house is beautifully done, but as I said, $3,300, and that's no utility included. So just imagine you're gonna pay all your oil, your gas, everything, your insurance separately. So that's a big price tag. And as you can see on this home, it tells you on the listed nothing is included, no utility included. So that means you're taking up the extra expensive for the Wi-Fi, the oil, the power, the water. So this house probably going to cost you roughly $5,000 or more per month. I would say it's definitely going to cost you more than $5,000 per month, picking up all the extra utility bills. So trust me, guys, it's getting pretty expensive to live in Nova Scotia. It's one of the fastest growing provinces in Canada. So I'm not sure why everybody's moving here. I guess because everybody's looking for a more relaxed lifestyle after all what happened last year. I think a lot of people just want to lay back and just focus and kind of zen and relax, not so much of the go anymore. So I can say 2020 have changed a lot of people's lifestyle. So trust me, the houses on in Nova Scotia have been gone. There is not much listing there for an apartment for rent. My son and four other friends just rent a house for $3,000. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. A home now, if you're not thinking about $3,000, you can't get in a home in Nova Scotia. Say for instance, the home that we rented to a tenant, this home here, we rent it right now for $1,450, but coming February you can probably get $2,500 to rent this home. That's how expensive it is. And I'm also going to show you guys what minimum wages are. Minimum wage is $12.95 in Nova Scotia, so that's the least you can get paid per hour for working at a fast food or wherever else you're going to work. It's not a lot of money, especially for a teenager. It might seem a lot, but if you're carrying your whole home expensive, $12.95 per hour is not going to go very far. But for a teenager, that's a lot of money, because they don't really have bills. But for a grown adult, that's not a lot of money. So even if you're working $17 or $19 in Nova Scotia, I was working close to $20 when I worked my nursing home job, and it still wasn't enough, because and now the bills are even higher, so it's even getting more and more expensive to live. So that's all the information. If you're ever planning to move in here and you want to inquire about the wages, or you want to inquire what should I be making if you don't know or whatever, all the information is there. I put them right there. And so on paper it might look like in Nova Scotia, oh my god, these guys are making a lot of money. It might look like that, but it's not really, because the cost of living is so high. So this is the Metro Transit that you can take around the city if you want to get to work or school, or you're just trying to get the mall or something, and that's $2.75. And that's one thing that's pretty cheap in Nova Scotia, is to take the bus and or the ferry. So the bus is going to cost you 275, and you can also get a transfer. So the transfer can take you back to your destination where you're going. So that's a cool thing about taking the bus here. So I'm just trying to give you guys a breakdown. So if you're planning to move here, you have some informed decision to make. Is it worth it? What are the pros and cons? As I said, you can walk around the city or catch the bus. It's pretty easy, pretty inexpensive, but the home prices and stuff is going really crazy. And the next thing about the bus system, so that's just the inside of the metro bus, and it's also wheelchair accessible. It also you're able to take your stroller on there. So as I said, these buses are really equipped for families, very comfortable, easy. If you have a wheelchair, they can scoot you right on, and the same for the school bus, wheelchair accessible. It's good for, say your child have special needs or anything. These systems are really set up for that. And also the school bus is free. So as long as you're qualified for the area that you're in, the location, because it goes by the distance. So if you're too close to school, say for instance my kids, they don't get the school bus because they're deemed as too close. So then now we're going to get on to the food. The food prices are increasing by the month. So this grocery that I just picked up, that was almost $300 worth of grocery. So as I said, every time you go to Walmart or Costco, the prices at something has increased, sometimes by $2, by $3. It's mind blowing to see how much we spend on grocery, how much the grocery prices have increased. I'm gonna put in my description how much percentage it's increased. I did a video on it already, so there's a actually I'll just link it in the cards for the video that I did on my Costco all that I did, because I had the percentage there, how much it has increased. But as I said, food prices, whether it's for a restaurant or the grocery that you're picking up to take home, have increased by a lot. So your grocery bill has gone up. So comparing to some other provinces, it's still deemed as cheap. But for me, that's been living in Nova Scotia for the last 15 years, I find things are going up so high. Like, I cannot believe that you can rent a small home now for $3,000. It's just mind blowing. So as I said, guys, price of increases, but to some families that are living in Toronto, this is still a cheaper way of living. So in Toronto, the house prices are a lot more than what it is costing us here in Nova Scotia. So the home that we're buying here for 500,000 in Toronto, it might be 800,000, because their houses there are so much smaller for a lot higher price, because it's a bigger city, so you're paying more. So here in Nova Scotia, if you move outside the city, you will get more bang for your buck. So right now where I'm living, this house that we live in a year ago or 2 years ago was on the market for, say, for 400,000, but now they're 500,000 or more. But if you move further, like an hour outside the city, you can get probably a bigger house for the same 500,000. Food prices, everything is increased by a few cents, a few dollars. Everything has gone up. So guys, we're just trying to make the best of it and just try to work more, but you only can work so much. Like you don't want to be away from your kids all the time. And as I said, I shop with coupons. I do sale stuff. I try to do 2 for 1. So I try to do every how I can to cut costs. So that's just a little bit of roundup of our cost of living here in Nova Scotia. So I hope if you're moving here, this will give you an informed decision how to make just to give you some ideas for daycare here. You're looking to spend from $900 up to $1,500 for one child per month into daycare. It depends on the facility that you're going into, whether your child is going into a licensed day home or a licensed child care center. It will make a big difference in price. And as I said, for restaurants, you used to be able to sit down and have a really good meal for like $16 or $17. Not anymore. Your meals are costing you now upwards to $25 or $30 to sit down and have a really nice meal. So there's a lot of changes that happen in money here in Nova Scotia. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's happening all over the world, but for me in Nova Scotia, I used to sit down with my husband all the time for a date night. For we could say, okay, we're gonna have $75 for date night. $75. If you're gonna have one drink, you can't take that out for date night anymore. That won't be able to take you out unless you're just gonna have your meal and some water. And then You have lots of free parks that you can go to, so you can kind of balance your family out. So Nova Scotia is a beautiful city. There's lots of beautiful park here for kids and families to go to. You can take your family there and have a picnic. So that's how I try to balance it out to make our lower income be able to work it out, because as I said, since the pandemic our income been cut so much and still keep cutting. So we find ways to take the kids out to the parks. And so this is Halifax Public Garden, and it's an absolutely beautiful park. You can go there and take your family for a picnic. You can go there to take pictures. A lot of people go here. I actually got some of my wedding pictures done here. A lot of people go here for graduation pictures or wedding pictures. So if you ever come to Nova Scotia, this is a really great spot to visit. It's very family oriented, and as I said, it's free. You have spots there that you can buy a cup of coffee or ice cream, and you can sit there and have a picnic for the day with your family. So as I said, it's a beautiful city. It's a shame that the house prices is gone up so much. So I'm just worried about my kids. Will they be able to afford their homes? Because home prices is going up so crazy. As I said, for 2020 there was a cap on it that your rent was 2%, but now it's back to you can increase your rent as much as you want. Guys, if you're planning to come to Nova Scotia to visit or move here or just to study, well, that's just some information there for you, whether you're going to be an international student or you're just moving here. Here is some information for you. I hope you find it very helpful. I'm going to show you a few clips of us going to the movie and what it costs. Before, I used to pay $9.99 at Costco for a movie ticket, and that's increased now to $12.99. So there goes $2 more on just individual tickets. So now it was $65 for a family of 4 to go to the movie. So we did have an excellent time anyway. So it's in the prices are increasing, but we won't let that stop us from enjoying our family time. So as I said, it's a beautiful city. If you want to come here, there's a lot of free stuff that you can do. There's lots of entertainment downtown Halifax. The healthcare system, the IWK, is excellent for kids or new mothers or mothers that are having babies. So as I said, it's a beautiful city, guys. So don't let the house prices stop you from moving here. It is the place to be. I absolutely love it. I would not change a thing about the area that I do live in. So as you can see, this park is absolutely breathtaking. For free, we do this every summer, at least once for the summer. I like to take the kids there for a picnic. So this was me just having a date there with my son. Okay, Jamie, he's so smart. I don't think you understand this child. Okay, rolling, because we'll do a 1 minute.
Start shooting. Great shot!
Time for the rubble.
Oh, try to get rebel.
No, I might have got it.
Please don't drop it.
I got the rubble. I have to put the other one
Oh,
down.
better get your rebel the way. Leave me a comment in the comment section if there was any surprises in the cost of living in Nova Scotia comparing to yours, and I would love to read those. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.